Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. So today I got for you guys is Proud Mode. Now a couple people in the channel, the comment section, Discord, Twitter, so on and so on, always ask certain quests on Proud Mode. And I usually don't post anything on Proud Mode because it takes so long just for me to actually go through it as well. Because you got to organize a Keyblade, you got to make sure you're doing everything. If it doesn't work, you got to retry, try a different strategy, so on and so on. So I'm not perfect at Proud Mode. I don't know all the tricks and everything. But I figured from this point on, I'll try to post every time they come out with new quests. So if they come out with 25 new quests, I'll do a couple videos on the 25 new quests. So on and so on. 15, 10, 5, whatever they do, I'll post from this point on. If you guys do need specific help for the previous ones, I could always throw that into another video. So just ask me in the comment section, say, hey, on quest number 2 something, I was stuck on this, how'd you do it? Like there was one where you had to complete it in 3 turns. Or 2 turns or no, 2 attacks, and it was just ridiculous, and I figured out a way to do it. So if you need help with that kind of stuff, just let me know and I'll probably pop up a video to help everybody. But it had to be something that's actually really hard, not just like do the whole Proud Mode again. No, I'm not doing Proud Mode again because I did it on my main account, I'm doing it on my free-to-play account, and I don't feel like doing it again for a 3rd time. But from this point on, again, I will try to help you guys. Alright, so we got defeat all enemies, obviously equip 3 or fewer medals. Alright, this should be fun. So the requirement is only special attacks requiring 1 gauge allowed. So this is how I usually do it. Hopefully you guys have seen the video already of me upgrading my Divine Rose to 35, so on and so on. It shouldn't affect this too much. Was that 1 or less? Let's go back to that condition just to see it again. I think it was just 1 gauges. I don't know if it counts for 0 gauges. Because if it counts for 0 gauges, then you guys know how to do this. Only special attacks requiring 1 gauge allowed. Alright, so only 1 gauge, meaning I'm going to organize everything. For the first quest, I'm going to show you guys how I go through everything. Like going through all this to make a Keyblade. After that, I'm probably going to cut it out unless it's something special. So, gauges 1, and then I just look through what I got for gauges. But usually what I want to do is look for a buffer. There's no strength buffer, so then I undo that and I look for attribute buffers. And these are my 1 gauge attribute buffers. So anything I have here that's super good, I'll try to use. And looking at it, it looks like I got a bunch of tribute ones, but I want to stick to the theme of speed and magic. So we got these guys right here, Kiar4, and I got myself Xehanort. So I'm going to do that, possibly another one of those, throw that in the end. I know this doesn't help anybody, but anything that upgrades your actual attack. So I'm going to probably take away that, add that there, put that there. Alright, so I got that going on. I'm going to look at general defense down now. Not general defense down, but attribute defense down. Still looking at the same thing. So now I'm going to go look at general defense down. Just see if I can add nothing for 1 gauges. Now that we have all that out of the way, I'm going to look for the strongest attacking medal. So after I do that, I'm going to put the special attack and special attack bonus. This way it's going to show me all my 1 gauges. I hope I didn't do undo on that. No. All my 1 gauges that are fully gilted. And again, tier 2s, tier 1s, they can probably still help out if you have the right amount and the right traits on them. So I'm looking for reversed ones. I got my queen here. She's got 50%, so I'll take that out. I'll do that. Oh, I also have my Heartless from before. And I got Mickey, but I got to go for reversed and so on. Organization member there. What else do I got here? I got Aqua. Aqua was a free medal. I'm going to use that for a 1 gauger. This increases what? Magic or all of it? Raises strength of all attributes by 1 tier. And what does Mickey do? Raises strength of all attributes by 1 tier for 2 turns. Okay, so we're not going to 2-turn stuff. So that should be perfectly fine like that. I'll use that my first 2 buffers. These will be my 2 heavy hittings. And then I'll add another medal here to probably add some more damage. Now, she's AoE. That's the reason she's going to get the end there. Just because of the AoE. And now I'm going to organize this and look for another magic one. So this is what I basically do for every single one. I go through as much as I can, what I can, and I try to go for it. So judging by this here, I got another ground one. So I'm going to try using this ground one right here. Its multiplier is 1.67. This one's 1.77. So I'll do that, switch that around, and I got to add some 10 SIDS onto something. So most likely my Aqua is going to get another 10 SIDS. So that's basically what I do. After I do that, I test it out. If it doesn't work, then I keep changing the setup until it does work. And if I can't do the full thing, then I pretty much just go for the target kill and go to the next quest if I can't 3 Mickey head it. Alright, so if you're like everybody, you probably have a bunch of attack boost 2s and attack boost 1s laying around. This is what I'm starting to do with my attack boost 2s and attack boost 1s, is during proud mode, I'll just add them to a medal that I'm using during these proud modes and put it on them. Attack boost 1, attack boost 2, because really, at a certain point, you don't need the attack boost 1s and attack boost 2s anymore. Your main medals, you have very few of really good gilded medals, and you also have very few of attack boost 3s and 4s, so you'll just put those attack boost 3s and 4s on your few gilded medals. Unless you're constantly pulling, then that's a different story. But that point is pretty obvious. You should be buying a lot of skills, a lot of avatar boards if you're pulling a lot, just to make it balanced. If you're not pulling a lot, then you obviously don't need the attack boost 1s and 2s on special medals. So, I'm going to cut back to that dark plant and I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back at the dark plant. I just screwed up there. I just tapped it. You know what? Let's try to use Nova on this. If Nova's good enough for this guy, I can probably take out the enemy like that. Just because I screwed up and I don't want to reset it again. That just takes way too long. I don't have to activate abilities because I do have that negative 60 ground, which makes tapping very effective. So these guys are going to get the buffs and everything, and hopefully I can take down the final enemy without a Nova, or I got to redo this level again. It's just annoying stuff like this, is that you have to like really squeeze out a lot of your skills, try to put stuff on them, waste stuff, just to get through proud mode. But in the end, it's kind of worth it. The proud keyblades are very good. You get 150 jewels extra for every 5 quests, and having everything completed just makes you feel good when you log in. You don't have to rush and try to do everything, especially when there's no 0 AP. So that plant did deserve the Nova. Usually the biggest enemy in the group deserves the Nova, or sorry, in the level. The biggest enemy in the level deserves a Nova, but if I can take out the enemy without using Nova, I usually just save the Nova for anywhere else I might get stuck. So try to take it down by the 4th medal after you activate it. If that big enemy is not near death or it doesn't look like it's going to die, use Nova on it and then cross your fingers, nothing else needs Nova. But that's basically how I do proud mode. And from here, this point on, I'm just going to go right into my setups. I'll do stuff like this where I fully have a Keyblade, and you guys saw I'm missing the last requirement. Like I said before, the first quest, I'm going to fully show you guys how to do this. Well, it's pretty obvious. It goes with any quest from story mode to proud quest, but a lot of people don't really get that sometimes. They think they have to do all 3 Mickey heads. I've got that before. People ask me, like, how do you do all 3 Mickey heads in one turn? But that's because of AP. During 0 AP, it doesn't matter. Now I'm just going to take away this and this. I'm going to go back into the quest, and I'm just going to go straight to the enemy, target enemy, use Nova, and walk away. That's it. Now, if your Nova's not high enough, you got to make sure you make a proper Keyblade setup according to the requirement. So if it says 3 medals, bring your 3 best medals and try to kill the enemy. But from this part, I just dodge and weave everything and go straight to the target. Once I'm at the target, if my 3 medals that are equipped are good enough, I'll just use them. If your Nova's good enough, you just use Nova. And that's it, guys. That's how you do proud mode with all 3 Mickey heads. It happens a lot where you can't do it in one turn or one full completion, so you got to come back and do it again with one of the requirements. So now I did 3 or fewer medals equipped. I got all 3 Mickey heads. I'm now completed the first of the new quest. That's it. All right, let's continue and let's see. Now this point is not going to be too much explaining. It's going to be me just making a Keyblade setup and going in and kicking ass. So what do we got? Only single target specials allowed, and defeat all enemies with 1 turn. Obviously equip only power medals. Wow, okay. Only power medals, and there's only like 2 slots that have the power slot. So use 5 or more specials, equip only power medals, and only single targets allowed. Since copy medals are single targets, use them. So I'm gonna go in this, I'm gonna do it like this, and then I'm gonna redo it and just use power medals. So I could possibly get away with just using my key art sky, but this is just a good example. Like right here is a fully key art beginnings, and with Kyrie's buff, I should just get away with just those 2 medals right there. So I am gonna use all the specials I can, do a full completion here. And this is basically how copycat medals cheese a lot of the proud mode. And again, that's why I really recommended the Nominee. I really recommended the Key Art Beginning Sky and Bonds banner because I knew they would be amazing. So hopefully that does come back soon for a lot of people, because a lot of people can get away with just getting like this. That's it. My 0.2 Kyrie doesn't even have to be fully gilded for this. Just your copycat medal does. That's it. Very straightforward, guys. Very easy quest. That's all it takes, is having the proper medals and you're good to go. Some people are not aware of this strategy. A lot of people are. Hopefully you are too. Well, now you are. But that's it. I know I keep saying that's it, but that's it. I'm probably not going to get the requirement of 5 specials because of what just happened there. So what I'm going to do is swipe here. Oh, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, I'm just going to use Nova. I could just use the Kyrie there. But I don't think I had enough specials there. I only activated 1, 2, 3, 4. There was only 4 enemies, so I got to redo it also to get the proper stuff going on here. 5 specials or more. So I'm going to redo the quest, go back in, and do that again with the other 2 requirements. This time I'm going to actually add medals that are power medals that I can activate, so I can get the other 5 specials and equip only power medals. Alright, so that works out. There we go. That's quest number 2. I could have done this strategy straight from the beginning and saved some time, but I just wanted to throw that little tip in there. Alright, so now we're on quest number 3 of the new ones, which is like 327 or something like that. I can skip that, go to proud mode. 328. 328. Equip 2 or fewer medals. Let's actually try to do it this time. Special attacks only allowed for reversed medals, and I can only use 2. Let's see if we can do this. 2 or fewer medals, only reverse medals. They both have SP gauge, so it's not going to cost me a lot. This one should go real smooth for me. Let's see. Yeah, this should be fine. These guys only have like 23,000 HP, which the first medal should be more than enough. I probably won't even use Maleficent in this one, just because I do have that high score challenge medal, and it really, really does help. Again, you guys don't have to follow the rules right away. Do your setup and then come back and use 2 or fewer medals. As long as you use only reverse medals, you guys should be fine. So these quests so far aren't too bad. It's probably as we go, it's going to get a lot harder. Wow, this is like pretty good. This is why I really like to compete during high score challenges, because high score challenges give us new medals that are possibly really good for a lot of the proud mode. And the more medals you have, the bigger your inventory. Never sell anything. The more you guys sell, the less chance you guys have having anything completed in proud mode, especially tier 2s. Last quest you guys saw, I used tier 2s and that aqua, and it turned out pretty good. All right, so number 3 out of the bunch, looking pretty good so far. These do take a while, so these videos do become quite long, so I will separate them just to shorten down. And we got Darkgnaw. All right, Darkgnaw, finally. Again, highly recommend you guys only level it up to level 9, because that gives you a 3.0 multiplier at the end of the key base slot for that reverse power. Everything else is not really needed unless your reverse power is really, really good. Then just go for it. 2 requirements: fire more specials, 3 or fewer. Wow, they just want you to use less medals. Only random target specials allowed, so that means no copycat medals, because all our copycat medals are not random. 3 or fewer medals. Could I do it 3 or fewer medals if it's all single target? But I doubt it's going to be all single target enemies, because it is random. But let's try this out first, and then I'm going to go back in. I don't want to make a Keyblade set with 3 or fewer, especially since my my options weren't that great. Yeah, so there you go. So all my attacks have to kind of land, which really going to suck here, because this is going to be pure RNG now. Aqua's not going to do anything because she's not getting anything from these axles. Random medals are very few. There's some damage. Now we have to rely on PsyXB doing something to these guys. There we go. Okay. PsyXB, guys. Good enough. Oh, man. Because it could just go purely to 1 medal, and that's it. Do I have to use a certain amount of specials? Use 5 or more specials. Alright. That works out. I'm going to keep fully buffing and trying this. Hopefully, I do have enough to go right through the end. These wiggle wobbles and dogs, they can all die for all I care here. This is what I need. 1 turn. Aqua's not going to do anything, so I'm just going to tap on the dog here, get some damage. Aqua could have done something, that's a lie. But PsyXB with all these buffs is taking care of this. I probably could have went in with the buffer and Axel. I could have done that. So let's keep going. I got to use all the specials. All specials are done. Now we just got to kill all these enemies, and we're good. So, and those are probably not going to help a lot of you guys. Honestly, this is probably like, I have a lot of medals you guys don't have. Most of this is required for, acquirable from just using logins, doing the organization 13, and that's it. Yeah, Aqua was a login bonus, and then she came back as a little event, and the rest of these are organization members. Who would have known? There you go, almost a full Keyblade organization. I could have used another Axel and done a full organization setup, but Aqua was there. She's fully guilted. I might as well use her. She's on the appropriate slots, which if it takes away an enemy, that's less enemies for the random targets to go. Again, I probably could have just done this with PsyXB and that buffer, and that would have been good enough. But if I have it, I use it. There we go. Then I just drop Nova, like usual, and another quest down. What is that, 4th quest? I hope it's the 4th quest. I got to go back and do it again, just to get that third Mickey head. I'm going to use less medals and try to go through. You don't know until you actually go on the level what you're going to expect. So unless you have a great memory of story mode, you don't know what you're going to expect in there. So I basically do a full Keyblade and then just go in afterwards and complete it. And we got everything 3 Mickey head. Working out nicely so far. I'm actually quite happy this is not that hard. It's probably the next 10 quests are going to be really hard, but I'm okay with that. I like a challenge. The whole point of Proud Mode is a challenge, is not to complete it right away. Use 5 or more reverse medals. Alright, so that's not a bad requirement. 5 or more reverse medals, but only special attacks requiring 3 gauges allowed. You piece of shit of game. Alright, 3 gauges allowed. Quest number, what was it, 330 completed. I need SP there. Oh, there's a treasure chest. Usually I reset these just because I don't want to deal with the extra enemies, because that's extra SP. If I have something to restore my SP, then I don't care. But I tend to go in there and try to avoid those extra enemies just to have an easier run. So let's try that again. Let's look through all the boxes. No box here. Is there a chest here? No, just a SP chest. No hidden chest anywhere. Let me just go check up here to make sure no extra enemies. And there you go. Alright. So I'm going to go to my toughest ones, which I don't think I have to activate attack boost on this guy anymore, just because I added the extra 1,000 chips. So the extra 1,000 attack went on, which should be good enough. It's just a large body and the last guy that's going to take a lot there. So 38,000. That was without an attack boost. Let's go back to this guy. He's probably going to be the one that needs an attack boost now. And we should be good. Did I activate? I'm going to activate Marluxia. I think I have enough SP for everything. I think. I could be wrong. I need 6 and 6. So I need 12 SP after this, which should be more than enough because I have the chest over there and killing the other enemies. So I need a total 12 or just Nova, because Nova's going to take care of the other guy. So there we go. Last quest completed. It did take a little bit of my resources, but still not that bad. I can swipe here. It doesn't matter about activating Marluxia there, because Marluxia is 3 SP. This costs 3 SP. It's not like I'm saving SP. But we got 7. We have enough to activate the 2 medals, but I am just going to finish this off with Nova because I already did the requirement of everything. So that was one fully completed one. So special attack only for reversed medals and inflict 40,000 damage. So only reverse medals and 40,000 damage. Sounds like a challenge. A challenge. Challenge accepted. Alright. So I do have Maleficent B, but we got to figure out how we're going to make her do 40,000 damage. This and this. This can work. That can work. There we go. Alright. Boom. That's going to happen. 40,000 damage. Just got to add the proper ones. It works out beautifully. If you don't have, I guess, buffers up, you go take away tribute buffers and general defense buffers as well. So let's see if this works out. Maleficent B is AoE, so I don't have to worry about stuff like that. That's my main concern, all these Proud Mode guys, is AoE medals. Like, if I can't use an AoE medal, it gets really hard. And if I don't have a restore SP medal, that gets really hard as well. So this should be 40,000 damage. There's 3 hits. One of them had to hit 40,000. So during one of these enemies, I'm going to have to go full buffs on this. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit 40,000 with this setup, but I'm definitely going to try anyways. See if it works out. I could probably just go and add, again, the Axel EX, but a lot of people don't have Axel EX. So I'm not 100% how we're going to hit 40,000, but I'll try. I'll try to. Treasure box. Alright, so far the SP has not been an issue because Lucifer, 0 SP here, and then we have Maleficent B only costs us 2, so that's not bad at all. It looks like we're doing 27,000 damage. I don't know if using my World of Chaos... Ooh. Okay, I'm going to go full buffs here, see what happens. I'm going to go full buffs here. World of Chaos is going to give me 2 up. This is going to give me my strength buff along with Lucifer. If I had more Lucifer copies, I'd definitely keep them separate. You guys shouldn't guilt them. Whoa, that was too much damage. Well, what can I do? That was too much damage. I can't stop that. Oh, man. Okay, I might have to move him then. He's doing too much damage. I want to make sure that everything survives. Everything survives, that's for sure. So I have to move my organization member there and move him somewhere else. Because right there, that just kills everything. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. If something survives... Okay, let's see. Let's see. That's a full buff on this guy. And hopefully Maleficent B does 40,000. Let's see. 52,000. Okay, there you go. So having all these buffs really does it. There you go. That's perfect. And we're at the target and I can use Nova. Okay, I don't have to restart this and come in and do something else or add like some crazy medals. That worked. Lucifer, Organization Member, Roll of Chaos, Ursula, and pretty much good to go from there, guys. So, not easy medals to acquire, but you will get them eventually. Remember, Proud Mode is always here. 40,000 or more. I hit more than that. One down, guys. First one down. Worked out perfect. 4 more. 4 more, guys. That's alright. Honestly, I think that's going to be the hardest one for my free-to-play account. Since I don't pull that much, that's definitely probably going to be the hardest one. And who knows, it'll probably get harder too. Defeat all enemies within 1 turn. Use 5 more specials. And 5 more upright medals. Upright medals I can do. I have a ton of upright medals. Okay, there you go. That's my 0 SP Keyblade. Kyrie's. Kyrie's everywhere, guys. Except for that one Vivi. That's pretty good. Nominate Vivi. That's the only ones that are not Kyrie here. So this should be easy. This should be straightforward. As long as it's upright, I'm good. And now it just requires 0 gauges. What was the actual requirements I gotta do? 5 more specials, 5 more upright medals. Perfect. Alright, gonna go backwards here, check out any enemies, scout the area. We got this. This is gonna be so easy from this point. I actually only have to use these 2. Oh, another tip. If you can use Tyree and it's fully gilted, that does most of your damage. Like, easily. So, if you have a fully gilted Tyree, always try to put in if it's allowed. Because that will just take care of all the little enemies and restore all the SP you need. If mine was fully gilted here, this would be like 1 away. I could probably tap this. Yeah! I don't have to waste time using animation. Alright, this quest wasn't that bad. I have Tyree on my main account as well, so I could probably do this without worrying as well. The last quest was hard. 40,000 damage? That's a little different. Better if you have a single target medal or a single hit medal. But this one's straightforward. There we go. I'm gonna go right through, just 1 Tyree buff and swipe. Alright, sometimes it's nice to get these easy ones to make them run smoothly. Definitely a bonus if they can add more quests like this. I guess it defeats the whole purpose of Proud Mode, because Proud Mode is supposed to be, oh, these are hard quests. But, I don't know. Having a little break once in a while is good, because going through all these Proud Mode on two accounts takes a long time. But quest number 2 down, 3 more to go. This video is filling a lot quicker. Especially I'm going to cut out a lot of the parts that I'm just trying to figure out, I guess. Not figure out, but it's just not needed. Probably like this part right here. I'll cut this part out right here. Loading screens and rewards. But anyways. Number 3. 333. We have 5 or more specials. Equip 5 or more reverse medals. That were really being specific. Man. Alright, but we're on the counterpoint now. Special attacks allowed only for reversed medals. Alright, perfect. We got our setup. That should work out nicely. It's all reversed, all buffs. It should be doing enough damage. I'm 100% sure on this, and they're all reversed. So now it's going to activate 5 specials, which 2 of my medals do have SP gauge 2 on it, and I believe SP gauge 1 or 2. We'll see. Let's go exploring around here. This is a shortcut. I don't know if they're going to hide. Yeah, of course they're going to hide dogs down here. Alright, couple bad dogs. I probably don't have to use anything besides this for a little bit. Probably on the bigger enemies, which works out nicely. This guy's not on his proper slot either. This is a power medal that's not on its proper slot. If you guys have a fully gilted medal that you can activate during these quests, they still do damage, especially a buffer. Anything that does buffs, that can buff itself and everyone else, will do damage even if it's not on a proper slot to these Proud Mode enemies. Because they only got like 20,000 HP, a little bit more than that. The most I've seen is 3 now or 24? A couple more. So another straightforward, easy quest just because of high score challenges. Even without the high score challenge medal, you got the organization medals there. A lot of people did keep their organization medal separate there. I forget that guy's name. Zaxion? Is it Zaxion? I'm not sure. I keep forgetting that one's name. But, yeah, easy going, guys. Another quest down. Straightforward. Too bad there's not much more to these. Like, you can't talk about a whole bunch while you're in these. So I'm really, really trying to talk to you guys about anything. Because it's just me running around killing a bunch of bad dogs. Hard to commentate on that. I can probably get this just so I don't have to fill up later. SP chests around are always nice, but it's always that 1.5 SP chest, which really sucks. But these SP gauge 2s are a lifesaver. A lifesaver for sure. And I'm happy that they're bringing them everywhere. Like, they're in avatar boards, they're in the skills to thrill, they're in pretty much everything, which is nice. And I hope they start doing the attack boost 4 max, because the sooner we get those, the better. But there we go. I did 5 more specials, and I fully completed with all reverse medals. Another one is done. Alright, if you guys haven't noticed already, I'm probably going to add the first 10 quests together. It's going to be a super long video, but hopefully I can shorten it down. But let's continue quest 334. I just realized that there's 25 quests added, and if I do 5 quests per video, it's going to be 5 videos, and I just don't want to put you guys through that. So I'll just do 10, 10, and 5. That should work. So for this one, only 4 special attacks, so 4 or more gauges allowed. Alright, so for quest number 334, I'm going to use this setup right here. This should work out nicely, hopefully. Everything's allowed, and now I just got to stick to what it says. What was the requirements again? It was use 7 more specials, so I got to activate a lot of medals. Hopefully there's enough enemies, because if not, then I'm going to be screwed, but these might take them down. No, okay. So it looks like I'm going to be able to use 2 medals off the bat, which is Maleficent and Vanitas. Or, yeah, I think that's how you say it again. So 2, 4, 6, as long as there's 3 groups and my first medal doesn't take them out. Okay, that's 3 specials. He's too powerful at the moment. He's not even fully guilted. I'm not going to fully guilt him because he has to be at the beginning of the Keyblade slot. Oh, it's the target already. That's not good. That's not good at all. Let's see. If I could get away with using him. Okay, he didn't kill everybody. Tap over there. And hopefully this doesn't do too much damage. Yes, I can activate 2 of them. And then I can activate another medal. There we go. That should be 7 activations. Done and done. I hope. I hope that was 7. I got what? 2 off the first one, 2 off the second, third, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's more than enough there. There we go. Alright. Perfect. Another quest down. That's quest number 334. And now we're going to go to 335. And this will be all into one video. This will be the first 10 quests because I didn't realize it was 25 quests. So this video might seem a little bit weird, but this is where this video is going to end now, not where I thought it was going to end before. So last quest of this one, 5 or more specials, 2 or fewer medals. Let's see what the requirement is. Only special attacks dealing 10 or more hits allowed. Oh, that's no problem. All right, so I did have these 2 medals that are fully guilted, not fully guilted, but pretty close to full guilt. Sephiroth and my Sora here, my Illustrator Sora B. I'm going to try to use the requirement of 2, but besides that, there's a ton of medals that have 10 plus hits that you guys can use. So everything you can use 5 medals, and then after that, just go in and only use 2 medals. Use a staircase on the side to go to the last enemy, and just use your Nova, and you're good from there. So go full blast into 1, and then second time going in, just use 2 or less medals. Like, that's probably the best way to do all these. Just because how annoying some of the requirements are, you can skip out on doing that. But this one's another straightforward one, very easy. 10 quests down. In the future, I'll probably organize these better. If the medals, if the requirements look really hard and there's some way you can cheese it, I'll make a video about it. But I don't know if it's necessary showing you guys. Oh, I just made that. I just made that one. So close to not making that one. What are you guys going to do to me? Ah, defense down. Who cares? You're not going to have a chance to live for that. But yeah, I'll probably organize these better. Proud mode is very, I guess, it all depends what you guys have. Like, me making these videos is not going to really help you guys out. But it was requested by everyone saying they want to see me do, not everybody, but a lot of people said they want to see me do proud mode. And maybe they'll get some ideas off it to hopefully help them. But it all depends what you guys have. If you can't pass something, don't worry about it. It's always here. Do what you can, and then just keep going, and eventually you'll unlock everything. Because you don't need to unlock all the dark matter right away. You don't have to unlock all the Mickey heads right away. Just get what you guys need and pick the Keyblades that are real important. And when more Proud Mode comes out, you'll eventually be able to do everything, because you'll be pulling more, you'll get more event medals, more free Union Cross medals, so on and so on. But there we go. First 10 quests. I did screw up the beginning of this video because I thought there was only 15 quests, but that was story mode. So I am going to do 10, 10, and 5 to end it all off. But there we go. First 10 quests. Hopefully the editing doesn't look too bad, but this is my first time doing proud mode like this. I thought it was going to only be 5. It would have been cleaner, but 10 quests. So if you have anything to add to the video in the comment section, if you guys want to do it a certain way, if you want me to record this a certain way, skip some stuff, add some stuff, let me know in the comment section how you would like to see proud mode videos go about. But hopefully you enjoyed it anyways, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.